Did we go up? Yeah, we got to win. But man, the drama come with this? Excuse me.
Can I do one thing real quick?
Go ahead, talk to me.
One thing real quick. So I'm
Don't
gonna
talk
go
about.
ahead and
I
tell
got the
y'all.
stats. I got the stats already. So if you're gonna talk about stats, we can go to stats in a little bit.
Oh, you want to? You got Quinion stats versus the
Yeah,
Bucks?
I got
Okay.
Queen on stats. I got that. I got you, brother. I got you. Got you. I
My,
hold you
my,
down. I hold you
my dog,
down.
my
I
dog
got
always see. That's one thing that everybody needs to
you,
know
bro.
about the Money Pot Sports podcast is
Woo!
that
Drop that new brand name.
it's all about helping each other out. We're a small team, but we do what we got to do.
Going on. So, for those who are still watching new, or if you're still here, I'm going to repeat it again. The restriction of AI has come into the YouTube world. And our show, which was based off certain things, are now under that restriction rule. So now we are now rebranding our shows and rebranding the platform as Money Pot Sports. You will still get the same content. It will sound a little bit different and repackaged in a way where we're not getting restricted. If you are watching this and you don't log into YouTube, please log into YouTube. Set your age and all that stuff so you do see our content. If you don't log into YouTube, you don't have to. Make sure your restrictions are off so you see all our content. And as always, hit the like, hit the subscribe, join to become a Money Team member. We have all kinds of tiers. We had our first live guest last week on the show, which was great. And we're looking to do it again. And make sure you hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend, as I always say. Right.
Um, I'm gonna just tell you this. My response
Go
to
ahead.
anything about my boy 11, which funny enough, growing up, that was my number. So I 11 holds strong. To get I told years ago, To was my guy. Like that was just to get Terrell back then when I was a kid like that. I was like, oh
That
my
was special.
God, bro, superstar. Like this is I've never seen anything like this ever. Like this is just crazy.
Yeah.
I just I when I watch some stuff that I've seen on tape, and I thought the red sweatband was he's always for his daughter to see him. Him and Devontae will wear bright cleats and stuff, but it wasn't the
Yeah.
cleats anymore. It was this red sweatband on the forearm, the Kobe sweatband,
Right.
and there ain't nothing red about Philadelphia. There's not really anything red about Pennsylvania. So what are we really, what are we really doing here? Like, I could see if you want to be seen, and that's fine, but my guy, you have been praising New England for an obscure amount of time amidst, again, I will say it again, the greatest run in Philadelphia Eagles football history.
Mm-hmm.
And this is our wide receiver one. And yet he does this. After what, 9 targets? Couple balls were off the I'll say it to you like this. If the throw was that bad, it wouldn't have counted as a target. There were a few that were out of bounds, and that's fine. They were uncatchable at the time.
Yeah.
But you were still being targeted. These are not throwaways. They track these stats very specifically.
Okay.
You were targeted 9 times.
Mm-hmm.
But the video I shared with you earlier, I mean, when shout out Shane Half, man. You look at Half, a team that you apparently talk about accountability. You talk about where your bread is buttered. And then you block like that on a QB or on a QB draw or an RPO pull.
I'm with the player on this one. Because if you're not welcome, not listened to, quietly withdraw, don't make a scene, shrug your shoulders, and be on your way. I'm
Okay.
feeling. I'm
So
feeling as a
so
player.
go to have fun because the best GM in football is now going to make a deal with a rookie GM.
So hold
There
on,
is
hold on. Is this
one
breaking news? Do you say
no. This is simply just the story that has been out.
okay? Okay.
This
Well,
is simply the
let me ask
story.
you this. Let me ask you this. Does AJ Brown finish this year in a Philadelphia Eagles uniform? Give me a percentage if you could put something on it.
60 he does, 40 he doesn't.
Okay. Ooh, that's high. 60-40? Ooh, that's high.
I if I told you that you could walk away from a player that you have doubled down on an investment on, you've kicked the can twice on, and let's just say the opposing team is willing to eat $92 million up front, you're going to do it every single time, man. The compensation has to make sense. I mean, AJ AJ wants to be a number one receiver. He wants to. What was it, Nate? It was I want to dominate the man in front of me or whatever. You know,
Yeah, there's no better feeling when the cornerback comes back and he has his head down and he just knows he can't F with me. He just
okay, that's
can't mess
fine.
with me.
You're not Calvin Johnson. Okay,
He doesn't
you're
have an
great.
opportunity to be Calvin Johnson
9 targets says otherwise.
because
Calvin was double covered down the seam,
he
had no
doesn't
problem
have
catching the football.
he doesn't have Matt Stafford throwing him the ball. This is a different type of
Okay,
quarterback.
okay, so have fun. Look, this is one of those situations where there's a reason why this team drafted Devontae Smith 9th overall.
Yeah,
But I am not going to tell you Smith and AJ are in the same category. They are not.
they are
I
not
think they are the definition of a 1A, 1B. Now, a lot of
correct.
people would like to take T. Higgins over Devontae Smith. I'd give you an argument there. I think Devontae's more of a complete receiver, and I think he can run the route tree better, and I think he has better hands.
Yep, I
And
agree.
I think he's answered to sustainability more than enough about his size. He gets jacked and leveled every other game, and seems to be fine coming out.
Yeah,
He's
he
a
only
tough
gets hurt
motherfucker.
when he tries to high point the ball and he falls down hard. You know what I
Yeah, but
mean?
he still plays the next play, man. He's a little dude. I mean, as a skinny guy, I respect it. I mean, you fall down,
Yeah.
you hit the hard, whatever.
He's
Hey,
I was gonna say
go
he's a
ahead.
Super Bowl champion. He's undefeated this year. Why is anyone complaining? It should be rainbow and sunshine in Philly. You absolutely right. But this is what I want to say because this is the psyche of a player, and you have to know your players. This is part of being a head coach. He has to be involved, or he will
There,
mentally check out. He's not cut like the other cats that say, and I think Jalen Carter came out with this one after the game. He said, I much rather win and have a bad game than have 4 or 5 sacks and take a loss. That's
and
the way
Jalen Carter is the guy that we talk about as this awful human being.
right.
He is this negligent, uncoachable football player, and I've never heard him say anything to that. And this is still the same football player that I would pay more money to than AJ Brown.
And AJ Brown needs to feel like he dominates the game. That's the way he's wired. I mean, it's evident when he said about the Super Bowl win. I was good on the Super Bowl win. I won at the highest level possible. And meh, after a day or two, I was like, you know what I mean? I'm ready to go back to work. I'm ready to go back to lab because now it is individual. Now it is legacy. Now it is about he got the goal of being a Super Bowl champion. Now the goal is to be the best wide receiver. And you can
He's
only
not
do that
even. He's not even close.
because well, I can't say that because
Dude, he had
2023
career years. His best years were with the
we're
Eagles.
here. Yes, his best
Last
years
year is his only down year, and that was because
was
he
he
was
was
hurt.
hurt. He was hurt and he still got a
So
rack.
he has no ground to stand on. You make the money. The ball is thrown your way. You don't like the way the offense goes. So here we are. Do you really think New England is going to make your life better? Because what I was hinting at earlier, there's only one team that can mathematically take him on.
Was that New England?
Yes.
Mm.
There's one team that can take him on, and it is New England. And just to put this into perspective, Nate, without some contract, jambalaya,
Yeah.
the Eagles eat $92 million if he's traded or cut.
Yeah, that's not happening.
$92 million.
That's not happening.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not
So
happening.
shut the up and get into line and play with the rest of them. But I'm also going to say another thing. There is a reason why this football team has 10 wide receivers on the roster, including the practice squad. They did it since week 1. They have a little and let's come back a little bit.
Yeah.
Where do we always go deep, Nate? O-line, D-line.
Yep.
We are always deep in the trenches, excessively deep. And I mean excessively deep. Like, they rostered 7 DTs in 2023 and the initial 53. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, they are heavy there. They're always 10, 11 offensive linemen. Right now, they're 9 offensive linemen. They're 5 DTs. And they have 10 total wide receivers on this roster. That is including Darius Cooper on IR. So 9 active wide receivers as we stand today.
Talk to me about. So now we're getting a little bit in the weeds, but I like it because now we can play the conspiracy thing. Talk to me about his contract. You said they're owed 92, so
his contract is so muddy that it would take New England would have to.
I don't know. Not with Surtain out there, bro. That might be a bad move.
I mean, AJ's as good as he says, bro. But like, I mean, you're talking about Defensive Player of the Year coming up. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, he didn't do it against Tampa, and he was force fed the ball in a lot of comebacks. I didn't think he was coming back to the ball very strong.
A lot of those, I think somebody else said this. Those route trees that they have them doing, it's very basic. There's no creativity to it. It's
okay. So my response to that is what was AJ's comment after the last game was that we have a team full of killers. Just let us ball. Okay, go ball.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Go ball.
No, I think everything you're saying is spot on. But I think there's in this situation.
I think this football team is a dynasty without AJ Brown? No. Make that very freaking clear.
No, they're not.
He is the best offensive player on the team because Saquon Barkley cannot be great without the offensive line performing at their peak.
I agree.
And it's not Mekhi Becton. The guys are banged up from a long year last year. Barkley already has more touches than he had in the previous year up to this point. So let's just, this is what happens. Barkley's going to take a drop off. But this offense, at its peak, Goddard, Smith, Mechie, Dotson, these guys are opened up because of AJ. The problem is AJ doesn't want to be that guy anymore. He wants to be the star of the show. And that's okay. He's in the waning years of his career. I mean, he doesn't have 10 years left. He's probably got 5.
Who, AJ?
Yeah.
I think he's got 5.
He's my age, bro. He's got 5, 6 years left at most.
You mean at this level, at prime AJ?
No, I mean, he might have 3 left at prime. I mean, no, not the way his body's built. No. Not the way his knees are built. No.
Yeah, no, I hear you, Don. He's going to want the challenge. He's going to want the smoke. So I do agree with that because at heart, he's a competitor. And like I said, I think in this instance.
But but this team is greater than persona.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying,
you know what I mean? Like there's a standard to be met here.
But I'm just saying, in this instance, I think 2 things can be right at the same time. And I think that's what it is. What you're saying is absolutely right. You just said that this team is a team full of killers. Then go kill. Go do your thing. That's part of the team concept of what you think. But Not really go kill. I'm sorry. That might have got hit by a
Ah,
restriction.
that was verbatim too. That was from
Yeah, I
their
know,
press
right? Like
conference. You
it's
know what I
just
mean?
that's
Like,
just it is.
damn,
It's just getting
I didn't
finicky.
even think about that too. I
Right.
didn't.
Yeah. Right.
Ah,
The restriction with
hey, we
YouTube,
good.
man,
Wipe me
killing
down.
me.
We good. We good. We
We
good.
good. We good. Maybe I'll clean it up or something or bleep it. Um, but then at the same time, again, I go back to knowing your personnel and knowing what makes this guy tick and what makes him go.
Yeah.
You got to get him involved. You got to get him early because I mean
Yes.
I mean I think we've heard this. I think who was it? What show that was? And they were talking about um was it? It was actually no, it was AJ Brown. It was AJ Brown on the Gilly show, $1 million worth of game, and they were talking about Quez dropping the ball in the Super Bowl. And what
You
he
talking
was
about when you
saying,
talk about the clear out route?
yeah, the clear out route. And what he was saying
Yes.
was people don't understand the way they use Quez Watkins, who is back in house, mind you, by the way. When how they
That's
used
wild.
Quez Watkins was that he was the guy who stretched the field. So
Yeah.
when you think about this person that is asked to run 40, 50, 60, 70 yards or however many yards down the field every single time, and he doesn't get the ball, and they ran what 35 to 40 plays every game. Now he does not doing it every game, but he's a large amount of his uh, role is to do that. So then it gets even magnified when he gets the ball, he sees two or three targets, and he's got to be ready at all times. So you
Yeah.
have to be locked in at that time. And AJ Brown is saying this out loud because he knows how his mind works. He knows what makes him ticks. So he's reminding people, not just outside of the room in the Philadelphia Eagles organization, but inside the room, it's like this is me. I need to get the ball, and I need the ball in my hands early and often to keep me involved. If not, just gonna shrug my shoulders, just gonna just quietly fade to the black because we don't know what's been happening in house and how many times maybe he's been calling, "Hey, I'm out here. Hey, 11's here. Hey, I was open on that
Always
one.
open.
You know what I mean? Hey, did you see me on that read? We had a spot. You know what I'm saying? And then when he gets open and Jalen gets either pressured, Jalen takes off. We don't see it. It's it's really it's I like I said, I think two things can be right in this situation. I think he has a right to have a grievance. I think the Eagles can say, "Shut up, we're winning games, we're undefeated." But it is really interesting that we're undefeated, one of the best teams in the NFL, and there's so much drama.